Hey Winnicott, I'm Molly Frost.
And I'm Seth Garland.
Welcome to the first episode of WHTV for this year.
Yeah, it's taken us a while to figure this whole thing out, but we hope to get a few of these done before the end of the first trimester.
That's right. Hey, Seth, you're not the first Curlant to grace this desk, are you?
No, I'm not. My brother sat right here a few years ago. I think he signed this desk somewhere.
Quite a legacy.
Yeah, you could say that. So, our first story is one you've been working on, right?
True. Well, I drive to school and noticed that this year the traffic at the end of the day is crazy. Some days it took 20 minutes for me to get out of the parking lot.
So, you think we should take a look?
Why not?
Many high school students drive to and from school. This year, there's been an increase in traffic. Administration has put plans in place to ease the traffic, such as no student pickup in the gym lot permitted until after 2:45 p.m., and instructing parents who drop off students to enter the property either by Park Avenue or Winnicott Road. According to Mrs. Price, who has been in charge of parking stickers for 19 years, the amount of parking stickers purchased this year hasn't increased from past years. However, most students with cars left school during Warrior Block last year, which was the final block of the day. This year, however, Warrior Block was moved to the period directly before Block 6. Currently, only juniors and seniors can buy stickers this school year. Not only are students on campus, but also parents who are dropping off and picking up, creating traffic problems. Despite the large number of cars that park at Winnicott, Ms. Price says that there is no limit to how many parking stickers they can sell.
What we've done is we've actually put up some signage so people understand where they can and cannot stop to pick up their son or daughter, and actually also close off the D lot because we found out that at the end of the day there are anywhere from 50 to 80 spots empty up in the senior lot. Again, this was the first week that we really started enforcing it and closed off the D lot, and we've had positive response. So we'll just go day by day and see what happens.
This is Molly Frost for WHTV.
So, Seth, what else is going on around school?
A group of students here at Winnicott have been working with the principal, superintendent, and Jeff Levin to create a weekly podcast. Jake Fredericks, Bailey Jacobs, Madeline Eaton, Brooke Connors, and Dominic Mancini represent each grade here at school and discuss current issues, lifestyles, and the struggles of high school life. Working with Jeff Levin in the Reconnection project, they are trying to build up confidence and community in the modern digital era. The members on this podcast open up and talk about what Winnicott as a whole can do to bring together and reconnect students and faculty alike. The students say they are very honored and happy to be a part of this cause, and even more excited to see where it takes them and their peers at Winnicott. If you want to listen to the first few episodes, search up Winnicott Podcast on YouTube.
What a great way to support the school.
Do you know what else is a great way to support the school? Buying from the school store.
The Warrior Trading Post is back open selling your favorite merch. A few of us went down to check it out and ask the students what they thought of it.
I personally really like this class. I enjoy it. I get to see people come in and out all the time. I get to have like a quick conversation while we're ringing them up. Pretty much what we do here is we sell Winnicott merch. We've got sweatshirts, we've got hats, we've got all kinds of things. We have pajama pants. I know that the sweatpants sell really well too. That's pretty much what we do here is we sell merch. We people come in, we have a quick chat with them about what we do, the items that we have. Some people they ask us if we don't have something in stock. We normally will give them a date and we can write stuff down for them. If it's a personal order, we can do that too.
Personally, I have a Warriors hat, shirt, and jacket.
That jacket's probably coming in handy. The weather has changed as fall comes into full swing.
Speaking of fall, we all love all things pumpkin and apples, right?
I guess so.
Well, I do. So let's take a look at a story I did about a famous fall location just a few miles down the road. Applecrest Farm is New Hampshire's largest and oldest apple orchard, and today claimed as the oldest continuously family-run in all of America. Operated year-round, autumn still stands as the most significant time of year for the business. And although the season for picking apples and carving pumpkins is almost over, I still wanted to check out everything that was available and what you can look out for here at Applecrest.
Applecrest has a lot to offer, but before anything else, you'll probably want to buy some food in the farm market located right next to the entrance. Plants like corn, pumpkins, gourds, and of course apples are picked fresh in the nearby orchards and sold directly inside the market. Apple cider and other beverages are for sale as well. Sweets like cider donuts are iconic, and pumpkin pie is a must. Here, we have the Center Plaza. This is usually the busiest place on the entire farm at any given moment. From here, you can go in any direction of the property. If you don't feel like walking to the patch, you may want to stay in the plaza and pick up some pumpkins for Halloween. They come in all shapes and colors. Speaking of pumpkins, I was able to catch a glimpse of a master pumpkin carver in action last weekend. Mo Auger of Maine has been sculpting pumpkins for 25 years. Just a few weekends ago, he told me that throughout the day, 10,000 visitors watched him sculpt in this same spot. Here's some of his other works. Providing some family fun, the animal pen is just a minute walk from the plaza. Just a few dollars is all it costs to feed the goats that roam the pen. Just across from the goats is the previously mentioned pumpkin patch. If you're not looking to buy one in the plaza, you can pick your own straight from the source. For some autumn-fitting fun, the corn maze lies across the street. More popular and notable than anything else, however, is an activity in the Applecrest name: apples. Spread out on either side of the road that splits the estate, apple trees stand, lined up in dozens of rows. Both sides have their own tractors, ready to pick up and drive dozens of people down to the orchards by the hour. If you go early enough, you may be able to get the entire tractor ride to yourself, like I did. Once you finish the scenic drive, you can buy a bag and start picking. September and early October are prime time for grabbing all of the species that Applecrest grows. These same apples are used in the farm's scratch-made apple pie, donuts, and cider. For a more in-depth look, I reached out and spoke with Todd Wagner. Todd is a central member of the family that has operated Applecrest Farm for over 100 years. Speaking of its history, Todd told me that Applecrest opened doors back in 1913, around when the first apple trees were planted. Since then, 4 generations of the Wagner family have built up the business into one that has dabbled in wholesale, retail, and event-based industry. Todd states, however, that their roots are still absolutely based in agriculture. When asking about how COVID affected Applecrest, Todd told me that Applecrest was, and is, considered an essential business. That means they stayed completely open during the pandemic. But Todd said that the fact the farmland is 200 acres of fresh outdoors helped mitigate any potential spreading. When I asked Todd about his favorite thing about working at Applecrest, this is what he told me.
I would say probably the thing that would be maybe the most rewarding thing about what I do here at Applecrest is provide a great experience for families. It's a very unique thing. Like, you can't find this everywhere, and there's not many of us left. And to be able to offer that is first of all rewarding, but the thing that probably is most rewarding is when people recognize that, and I'm walking around the farm and someone grabs me out of the blue and is like, "Hey, thank you so much. I had a really great day," and like, what a wonderful experience. That makes a lot of the really long days and hours very worth it.
For some statistics, Todd told me Applecrest harvests 50,000 bushels of apples and 45,000 tons of pumpkins per year, and sells 20,000 cider donuts in one day at the height of the season. While harvest season is closing soon for autumn, Applecrest business is still going as strong as ever.
How fun! Shifting to a much warmer temperature, however, WHTV recently spoke with a Winnicott alumni who's been up to work down in Texas.
That's right, Molly. Recently, KJ Doyle, a previous Winnicott student and WHTV veteran, appeared on a Zoom call to speak with us about his life after high school.
The former WHTV reporter met remotely with the crew here to talk about his current job as a sports reporter and producer at News Channel 10 in Amarillo, Texas. Kenny Doyle, who now goes by KJ, graduated from Winnicott in 2016. He attended Full Sail University in Orlando, where he studied sports journalism and was the valedictorian of his class. His first job was as a sports reporter at a Portland, Maine news station before heading south to Amarillo and his new position. Looking back at his experience here, KJ says that he would never have predicted that he would be where he is today.
I think the great thing about WHTV for me was it was a space to be creative. If D-Rob pulled up my transcripts, you'd see I probably wasn't his best student in WHTV, but I feel like it was one of the classes that I still got the most out of. And I feel like there's a lot of importance on, getting good grades for where you're going to go to school and what you're going to do. And I think I lucked out that, some of those things didn't matter as much for me, but I also think that I maybe got more out of the class than some other people that maybe technically had, better grades. If there was if there was kind of like a vote in my class of, who was going to end up doing this as a career, I don't think I would have come in first. I don't think I would have come in second. I probably wouldn't have come in third. I think that a lot of people would have looked and said, this person or that person from this class is probably going to end up doing this, and, wouldn't be in. But I think that it was just, you just never know who someone's going to be in 5 years.
It's been an eventful few weeks at Winnacunnet.
My favorite week was Positivity Week.
Last week, Positive Pathways, along with Winnacunnet, held Positivity Week school-wide. Each day had a different theme and activity to be a part of. Monday was the Random Acts of Kindness Challenge. Tuesday was Words of Encouragement Day. Wednesday was National Unity Day. Thursday was Show Your Gratitude Day. And Friday was Random Acts of Kindness Challenge Day again. The sophomores won the challenge and will be getting an ice cream party some point during the school year.
And last Friday, teachers Gabrielle Borden and Joe Riker surprised staff with positivity with a rolling coffee cart. The two spent the morning visiting classrooms and spreading joy. The two had the idea for this in the spring, and working with the curriculum director Lauren Marsden made it happen. It was a great way to end Positivity Week.
All this positivity almost makes me forget about the dead skeleton next to us.
Yeah, I can almost feel his ghostly presence.
Do you really believe in ghosts?
That's a question I don't have an answer for, Seth. Maybe the students here have an answer for that.
With Halloween just around the corner, many people are planning to get into the holiday spirit. From popular seasonal stores opening up to classic Halloween movies returning to theaters, many people are getting excited for the night to come. Recently, students and staff were interviewed on their stance on the existence of ghosts.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Have you seen a ghost?
Yeah. I saw one in my basement and it scared me.
Oh, wow. Absolutely I do. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to therapy. I had some things to work out. And I was talking to my therapist, and I used to see all these ghosts, these dead people everywhere. It was really disturbing. And coming to find out at the end of the sessions, he was also a ghost. So do I believe in ghosts? Of course I do.
Yeah. Have you seen a ghost?
No, but my grandparents' house is most definitely haunted because whenever I go, doors open and stuff, it's really bad.
I do not.
Why not?
I just haven't seen enough scientific evidence that leads me to believe they're real.
All right, thank you.
No.
Why not?
Because they're not real.
I had another story. I used to hang out in Manhattan a lot. I used to live down there, and three of my buddies, we'd go around and we'd kind of hunt ghosts. We call it busting ghosts, and it was a good time. We trapped the ghosts. There was in libraries. There was this one ghost loved hot dogs. He's green and slimy, and when you're in New York, you're not going to have a hot dog, of course not. So I can't blame him, but that was a really good time. So many ghosts, though. Gosh, I haven't seen them since, though.
I don't think I believe in evil ghosts and demons that some people believe in, but I think I believe in that there's spirits.
No.
Why not?
I think there are a lot of things in the world that can't be explained, but I don't think ghosts explain it.
I don't. I would really like to. I think it would be awesome if there were some. And as a kid, even now Halloween's my favorite holiday, but I just haven't seen evidence that they're real. Maybe other people have, but it just hasn't come my way. So I would have to answer no.
No. No.
Why not?
I don't know. I never had an experience with one. They're just not there.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't. I do know that people do believe in ghosts. My daughter and wife do believe, because actually we have a barn where we keep horses, and strange things have happened while they've been in the barn, as far as things being moved or stuff like that.
I saw these ghosts. I used to be a corn farmer, and I heard this voice in the wind, and I didn't know what it was. And I ended up deciding to plow all my corn, and I built a baseball field in the middle of this beautiful corn crop. And all of a sudden, these ghosts came out from like the 1910s with their like little gloves and their weird hats. This one guy didn't like to wear shoes. I think it was a hippie or something. I don't know. And it was really weird. They just come and play baseball on my diamond in the middle of nowhere, and then towards the end, they stopped coming. But then my dad, who'd been dead for like 40 years, showed up, and we got to have one last sketch.
No, not really.
Why not?
It just strikes me as there probably is something of a spirituality out there, but I'm not sure it takes the form that we generally perceive as a ghost.
Cat Pereira, do you believe in ghosts?
No, I do not.
Why not?
I just don't.
Okay, thank you.
You're just referencing movies, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Ghosts are not real.
Do you think they're people were once people, or are you like?
Sir, do you believe in ghosts? Thank you.
Jonah, do you believe in ghosts?
No. Anyone who says they believe in ghosts was just cold suddenly. That's it. That's all their evidence. I was suddenly cold. It must have been a ghost. Or like a draft or something. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh look, it's more electric over there than over here. These ghost hunters, they are not real. Like, a door closed. It was wind. It was wind. It was not a ghost.
All in all, there are a variety of answers and beliefs around the school. What do you think? Do you believe in ghosts? For WHTV, this is Haley Lewis.
The student body seems just as conflicted about it as we do, as do the teachers.
Well, Winnacunnet, whether you believe in the paranormal or not, the WHTV crew wants you to have fun this Halloween weekend and stay safe.